Bitches wanna play games with me, and I'm here to straight up tell you no. Wanna play games with me, and I'm here to straight up tell you no. Wanna play games with me, and I'm here to straight up tell you no. Wanna play games with me, and I'm here to straight up tell you no. I love that song. I would go see Joseline in concert for real. I've convinced myself. She's got unlike Akbar. Jocelyn has got a nice little music catalog going. I love that song. Slutty bitches, get on your knees and go and get my money. 50 Cent ain't got shit on me. Okay, Jocelyn. Slutty bitches, get on your knees and go and get my money. That's how I'm gonna start talking to everybody. Like, bitch, slutty bitch, get on your knees and go and get my money. Merry motherfucking Christmas, everybody. Welcome to the holiday edition of the Joseline's Cabaret Texas After Show, hosted by yours truly, Damieon Gentry. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following me. And thank you for watching as we are about to dive in to last week's episode of Joseline's Cabaret Texas. Yes, I am behind. I'm 2 episodes behind, okay? But this is last week's. This week's is coming, okay? I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna record this week's next. So I apologize for the delay. It's been a lot going on, you guys. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your love, your understanding, your support. I really, really, truly appreciate you guys. I've been dealing with like some man issues. Y'all know I had a man friend in Florida. He been acting brand new. I ain't got time for it. I'm really fixing to step into my gold digger era, okay? And I'm really fixing to step into my let all these older men in my DMs who wanna see me. I'm missing to step into that. I'm just so sick of it. We could do a whole other video on it, but I'm just so sick and tired of putting my energy into motherfuckers and then I don't get it back. Cause let me tell you something, ladies, and let me tell you something, gentlemen. When a man wants you, and this is coming from a man himself, okay? Big nuts, big dick energy, okay? This is coming from a man himself. So I want y'all to come close and take this advice very motherfucking well, all right? This is for any of y'all in a relationship, any of y'all looking, seeking, maybe you want a man. When a man wants you, and I can't tell you nothing about women. Go ask a woman. But when a man wants you, a man is going to prove it and show it. They're going to show you that they want you. They're going to show up. They're going to be there. They're going to answer them calls. They're going to answer them texts. They're going to arrange that date. They're going to dick you down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was getting dick down like I wanted, but y'all know what I mean. Like, that's a whole other video that we could get into. But let's talk about the episode. Merry Christmas again to everyone. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. I hope you are spending time with your family and your loved ones and eating great food. Maybe you got some presents that you got to open. I got some nice gifts myself. And now I'm headed back to work. Getting back into the work, getting back into the groove of things, okay? What episode of Joseline's Cabaret is this? I don't know what episode of Joseline's Cabaret this is, but it will be in the title, okay? I should do better. I should do better. So check out the title video, and that will tell you what episode this is. Now, I do know that I was confused at first with this episode because they said it was the season finale, and I'm like, the season finale? They just filmed the reunion today. Why is this the season finale? But I think they meant this was the finale of like cabaret performances. I think like this was one of their last cabaret performances, for example. Anyway, this episode begins with the whole sprinter brawl from last week. Raven versus Neek. And they're scrapping, they're going at each other. Neek is fighting Raven, she's fighting Danny, and she's fighting Hennessy because when Raven and Neek got into it and started fighting, Neek had accidentally thrown a chip bag at Danny. So Danny grabbed her from behind. She didn't do shit. She didn't do much. We didn't see her do anything but try to grab her. And, Neek's taking on all these girls. Hennessy jumped in it, all these hoes. And I mean, baby, nobody takes a word that you say serious, Hennessy. Nobody takes a word that you say serious because you jumping in shit. These girls didn't like you for the longest, and you jumping in shit. But I guess it's because Raven is her friend, and, she's clicked up with the OGs. Now, Hennessy says that she was doing this to protect her friend Raven. Oh, now Raven is your friend, huh? Because I see how you moved with your friend Rose. You claimed Rose was your friend too, and look what you did. So now you expect us to believe that Raven is your friend? Nobody is taking a word that you say serious, especially when you're trying to jump, doing all this jumping type shit. I'm just not with it. Because I defended you, Hennessy. We defended you, especially when they came out there in that suit talking about stank busters and all that, saying your pussy stank. Or is this Neek's revenge from Hennessy? Is Hennessy deciding to jump in on this fight towards Neek to pay her back for her bullying her? I don't know. We could look at it both ways, right? Um, Now all the hyenas are screaming at Neek. You know, a lot of them have hated Neek from the get-go because let's face it, she's been one of the breakout stars. She's one of the best dancers. She's got one of the biggest personalities. Yes, she might talk a lot. Yes, she might not shut the fuck up, but she's got one of the biggest personalities, and she's been one of the standouts this season. Nobody can deny that, whether you like her or you hate her. She's one of those. Um, and I think that's why they're really mad. I think the girls are really mad because they know that Neek was going to be one of the showstoppers of the season. Now, Raven tells Neek, "You're a great dancer, but your attitude is horrible." Now, do y'all agree with that? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all agree with Raven that Neek is a great dancer and her attitude is horrible? Listen, Neek is a great dancer. Has she had moments where she has allegedly spoke over Ricardo or did little things that were rude? Yes, I think we've seen some of those things there. But we're making television here. It seems to me that Neek is being her authentic self. It seems to me that outside of the cameras, this is what Neek does. Raven, you fade into the background for the most part, boo. If it weren't for you sucking Joseline's dick, I don't think you would have been there as far as you've been there. Now, I heard Raven's dancing has improved a lot. I think Raven's dancing has improved a lot, and she's a cute girl. But I think she should. I think she could bring more. Like, give me more in the confessional. Give me better fashions. Maybe give me a new hairdo. You've had that same hair look for since your entire time on the show. Maybe because I love a funny confessional queen. Because just throw whenever somebody gets in a fight here, y'all know what Raven's thing is. Raven has the same thing that she does every season to try to make us laugh, to try to make us like her. That is when one of the girls get into a fight and their wig comes off. She throws the wig on and she starts doing the robot. And she did that because on her first season on Joseline's Cabaret, she did that and the fans loved it. Now she does it every time and it's like we're tired of that. Like you need new material. You're old, you're tired, you're through. And when I say I don't mean in age because I'm older than Raven in all actuality. But you're really not giving what's supposed to be gave for somebody that's been on the show 3 seasons now. You're like the money that I'm sure that they're paying you. I don't think you're worth it. You're not bringing it, in my opinion. That's just me. That's just me. Now, I have said before that I do think Raven would be a good house mom. I do see where she tries to like be a mentor to the girls and be like a bigger sister to the girls, but it's hard to trust Raven and work under her when she does things like, I think you need to work on your hygiene because your breath stinks. Like, why am I supposed to listen to you when you a rude ass bitch? Do you know what I'm saying? Um, and then at one point, Raven, whenever Neek was arguing with Andrea, Raven screams, "Do not disrespect Andrea." I'm like, excuse me? It's y'all. I mean, it's the ass kissing for me. Fuck Andrea and the fucking horse she rode in. Okay, rode in on. Fuck her, the horse she rode in on, and the horse hair that she got on her head. Because I don't have a thing to say good about Andrea. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't. Andrea says that Neek challenges authority. No, baby, I think what it is that Neek ain't gonna lick ass 24/7 like y'all do. Okay? And maybe that's why I like her a little bit more than anybody else and respect her a lot. Her and Rose both is because they're not always over here crying like, "Yes, Miss Jocelyn. Yes, Lord Jocelyn, my Lord and Savior. Yes, I love you, Jocelyn." They're not doing all that. And y'all hoes be doing that. And that's why we can't connect with y'all. I don't like a kiss ass, vanilla ass hoe. And that's what y'all are. Now the girls are rehearsing in Cancun. Because, this is their last performance. They're in Cancun and they're performing at an outdoor venue. Apparently, this is like an outdoor club in Cancun. And I've never really seen clubs like this before, unless like you're in Vegas, like a pool party club. But this wasn't like a pool party club. This was like a club that was outdoors type shit. Club La Vila in Panama City Beach, Florida. Y'all remember that club? They had like an outdoor section, but it had a pool too. Anyway, this is like an outdoor club in Cancun. It looks pretty cool. I like it. To be honest, it's my favorite stage that they performed on, just because it looked very industrial and grungy and cool looking. Um, so they're out there, they're performing. One of the girls, y'all saw all those bars and stuff. One of the girls was doing a headstand on this motherfucking platform, and like I was scared she was gonna fall. I'm like, oh my god, who is that doing a literal headstand? The monkey bars? It looked like a monkey bar. She was literally doing a headstand on. It was that takes talent, but that was scary. Now, apparently the energy is off with the OGs after this whole fight in the Sprinter van. Andrea and Danny and Raven, the new girls sense that their energy is off. Thus, it's seeping over into their dancing. Um, now, after they rehearse and whatnot, they're getting ready for the performance. Andrea, God, y'all forgive me, but forgive me, okay, for what I'm about to say. But Andrea is one ditzy ass bitch. That's a ditzy bitch if I ever saw one. Andrea says that she heard rumors that the cartel was going to be there, and she wants to be entertaining for the cartel. You big dummy. Yeah, you'll be entertaining for the cartel, alright. When you wake up and don't know where the fuck you at with your hands and motherfucking feet tied and your pussy so ho. Real entertaining, huh? It's gonna be real entertaining when you wake up and you don't know where you at and you bald and gagged and being beat. Ask all these motherfuckers, Andrea, that have survived TRAFFICKING. Ask people who have been through that shit with the cartel and tell me if they thought it was entertaining. You dumb, low down, ditzy, no good, bottom of the barrel, dirty feet streetwalker. Because that's what you look like. That's what you sound like, too. Sitting up here talking about, I want to be entertaining for the cartel. You thought that shit was going to be cute and you was going to eat, but you really sounded like a motherfucking fool. A fool, if I ever heard one. Do you hear me? And I mean every goddamn word that I say. I mean, she think this shit's sweet and this shit's funny until you end up in a motherfucking trash bin, bitch, and you sold to the highest bidder. And we all know that ain't gonna be much. Now, on a positive note, I was really proud of the girls when it came to their performance. I thought it looked really great. I thought this was I thought their last performance was their best performance, but I think this was probably the best performance. They were all nervous about the stage because it wasn't an ideal stage that they're used to performing on, and there were different platforms and different levels to it. But I think it looked great. I love the stage setup, and for what they had to work with as far as room, they did great, and the show flowed. It flowed, and like I said, it makes me want to go see a Joseline show. I wanted to go this year to the Cabaret, and I'm like, is it really worth the $60? But now I'm like, okay, I'll pay the $60 and I'll go see it because I love the songs. You see some of the girls from the show, even though I don't care for many of them. I really only want to see like Henny, not Henny. Oh my God, not Henny. I really only want to see like Neek, um, Rose, Envy, Erica, Dez, Miss Natural, because Miss Natural's be touring with them too sometimes. Um, Now Danny was fucking up. Neek notices that Danny was fucking up. Now I always notice that Danny be fucking up, and just like I told y'all last episode or the episode before, Danny is a better solo artist, right? Danny is not really, to me, she's not a dancer. She's a stripper. No shade. Hey, if I could be a stripper, I would be a stripper too. There's just no local male strip clubs near me that I know of. Quick story, I tried to apply at Swinging Richards in Atlanta. Y'all remember Swinging Richards in Atlanta? It's closed now. It closed like a couple years ago. But I went to Swinging Richards for the first time during the pandemic year. Yeah, what I was doing in the pandemic year, I don't even know. But what I was doing in a strip club in the pandemic. Listen. Anyway, I had a great time and I'm like, oh, I could work here and baby, I would make a lot of money. The way I look, 6'2", tall, glass of motherfucking water, bitch, ocean blue eyes, pillow plump lip, and a dick out this world, bitch. Sign me the fuck up. Do you know what I'm saying? So I asked the owner, I was like, you hired? He was like, nah, I'm not hiring right now because I had to pay my, I had to pay the guys an hourly rate or something. I'm like, what you ain't hiring because you had to pay people? Oh no, baby, I got to go. But or no, I think it was he was taking the strippers' tips, taking a percentage or something, and then giving the money out. I don't think they got to keep their tips. I don't know. It was something like that. Anyway, Danny is a better solo artist. I'm sorry. I think I'm talking about Andrea. Andrea is the better solo artist. Apparently she was fucking up. Either her or Danny. They both be fucking up, okay? Um, and one of them did a solo act with Joseline and she did really well, did great pole work. So yeah. Now, Danny's wig as she's dancing almost flies off. She does a good job of catching it and putting that bitch right back on. Um which I'm starting to get hot. I'm gonna have to take this shit off in a minute, y'all. I'm over here like, whew. Um But yeah, her wig flies off, and all I can think about is how karma shows up in many forms, baby. One thing about karma, you never know when she's coming. Now, so Joseline is performing, and you know what? There's one. She played Ghetto Fantasy, and we hardly ever get to hear Ghetto Fantasy. They never give us footage of Joseline performing Ghetto Fantasy, and we got like a 10-15 second clip. I want to see Ghetto Fantasy performed in its entirety, and I want it released. Okay, now they got a version released on Apple Music or on streaming platforms, but it's not the Joseline version. This is like a different version. You know, I want the fantasy, Ghetto Fantasy, fantasy, Ghetto Fantasy. My body calling for you, baby. Is you know I you need to spend that cash, oh daddy. Welcome to Cabaret. It's Joseline in this beach. I know you came to play. um Now, there was a scene with Joseline talking to Raven and Danny. She's talking to them after the performance, and she starts crying, talking about how much they mean to her. And, you know, you girls don't understand how much y'all mean to me, how much I love for y'all, and I care for y'all. And Raven's like, oh, I don't play about you in real life, Joseline. You don't understand. I don't play about you in real life. I'm like, you hoes would sell her out for $500 in a motherfucking bag of weed, bitch. Don't play me. Y'all this fake loyalty. Joseline, we love you. We're never, y'all love what Joseline can give for you. If Joseline was just another broke down girl in the streets, y'all wouldn't give a fuck. Joseline provides for you. Joseline puts you on a platform. Joseline's got you on a national tour. Joseline's got you making more money than you probably ever made selling pussy or stripping. So of course you down for her. Of course you down for her, Raven. Okay. Okay, sis. Are you down for her after she choked you out last year in front of God and everybody? Does this look familiar? Raven? You down for her, all right. And it sound like she down for you. No, 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 you're right. You are down for her because she did put you down. You are down for her. Now, Joseline's friend, aka her manager, aka her side piece, aka her alleged lesbian lover, aka side piece, alleged side piece, let me say that. Melissa, which I don't like at all. I don't like Melissa. I think she's not good for Joseline. I think she is, you know, because when Joseline got in that fight in Miami, in that the Floyd Mayweather fight when she was coked out of her brains and she was fighting Big Legs, who was right there agging it on, helping her jump big legs. Melissa, instead of trying to pull her client off, instead of trying, because if that were me and Joseline were my artist and she were fighting somebody, I'm going to be like, no, this is not good for your image. No, you're going to go to jail. No, this can make us lose brand deals. But no, there Melissa was right in the mix because, she enables Joseline. Because why? Because she wants to eat her pussy if she hasn't already eaten that pussy. Now, she tells Joseline, I got an opportunity for you. Playboy Mexico wants you to be on their cover. Of course, Joseline gets excited, and then she says, "What billionaire cartel got that Coca-Lina money was watching me last night?" So there they go again with the cartel. Was the cartel really at the Joseline's Cabaret performance? I don't know, because there's a lot of cartel talk this episode. And you notice she said, "What cartel member with the Coca-Lina?" Better watch out, Ballistic. Cause she gonna be sold to the highest bidder that's in the cartel with that Coca-Lina, and you will never be heard from again, sir. So, Joseline ends up taking the girls after she finds out she's going to be on this Playboy shoot. She takes the girls to this little yacht party. They go on a yacht, and everybody's partying, having a good time. Hennessy says that they're the littest bitches in the sea, and they might as well be mermaids after that. I'm like, okay, what you smoking, bitch? But sis, not bitch. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I don't mean it when I say bitch. In the gay community, we use bitch as like a term of endearment, like bitch, hey bitch. You know what I mean? Did y'all see the strip pole they had in the water? Now that was lit. You got there on this yacht, and then they got like this float in the water with a strip pole in the middle. I ain't never seen no shit like that, baby. But that sound like a party to me. Okay, everybody is butt ass naked. I thought it was about to be an orgy. I thought it was about to be one big lesbianic orgy, and I'm like, what go on when the Zeus cameras go off? Lemon Pepper. You mean to tell me y'all don't be naked like that? And Lemon Pepper, he don't get naked, and y'all all be out there, it just don't seem like a professional environment to me. That's just me. No shade. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes, and it's all alleged. All right. Now, Andrea says that she's gonna show everybody her pussy, and her pussy's name is Champagne Nene. And I'm like, oh my god, was it Andrea or was it Danny? I think it was Danny. I don't know, but one of them, I'm like, good God, you girls just not an ounce of respect for yourself at all. And first of all, nobody wants to see that. Thank God that it was censored. Because I did not want to see that Arby's sandwich, baby. I did not want to see that flip flop blip. That flip lip. That's probably what it looked like. Shit, it probably talked to you. Got teeth on it. No, baby, I'm good. Y'all, and don't be mad at the comments and what people got to say when you out here with your legs spread, butt ass naked, and the camera pointed right at it. You pretty much a PORN star. Spread that pussy deep and wide, baby, for free. Go right ahead. Couldn't be me. I couldn't imagine being up on filming a TV show. I just bend over and spread my asshole open. Bitch, are you kidding me? I, I need a deposit for that. Now, Neek is drunk as fuck. As always, Neek loves to drink. She's drunk, but she don't seem like a mean drunk. She don't seem like an annoying drunk. She seems like a fun, happy drunk. Um. Anyway, is trying to pick. Joseline tells the girls, "Look, I'm gonna pick two of you girls to come with me on this Playboy shoot." And I'm like, okay, who is she gonna choose? Who is she gonna choose? I didn't think she was gonna choose Neek because Neek was so drunk, and everybody was talking about Neek's always drunk. See, she's drunk. But Joseline actually chose Neek. And I'm like, is she even going to remember that she got chosen the next day? Because she was plastered. Is she even going to remember it? Um, so she ends up choosing Neek, and then she chooses Andrea. I'm like, what is it with her always choosing Andrea and Danny? Like, I just don't get it. What is the appeal? They're like, what? Remember when she chose Danny to go with her to her XO by Joseline beauty line, and Danny showed up looking like a Raggedy Ann? Literally had a red matted wig on. Like, I just can't. So anyway, she says that Neek and Drea stood out the most as far as the party goes. turning up and letting loose. Now, I thought it was going to be performance based. I thought she was going to choose who got to go to the Playboy shoot based off of performance based from the night before. But no, it was apparently who was turning up and letting loose the most on the boat. I'm like, well, damn. If you'd known that, you would have really let loose, right? So Neek was definitely chosen because she was turning up, partying, letting loose, having a good goddamn time. I don't feel like Andrea deserved it. But that's just me. I feel like Andrea needed to go back home to her husband and her child and be a mother because she's not an entertaining reality star and she's I want to be Judy J from Bad Girls Club. Put the voodoo doll down. You're not Judy from Bad Girls Club. You'll never be her. Try to find your own path. Try to find your own identity. Okay, Andrea? All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another Joseline's Cabaret Texas After Show. I appreciate you being here and supporting me. I thank you for watching me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button and the thumbs up button. Like this video, that helps me get into the YouTube algorithm. Join the conversation by getting in the comment section below. And if you would like to donate to help us grow and sustain this channel going into 2025, in the description box below will be some ways that you guys can donate. Thank you so much again for being here. I'm your host, Damieon Gentry. You can find me on Instagram and all social media platforms at DamieonGentry. Love you guys so much. We'll see you next time on Damieon After Dark. See ya.